the, thu, the, ra, ru, ri, za, zu, zi, sa, su, si, sha, shu, she. Okay, you see that? I'm not saying sha, shu, she, sha, shu, she. That was the way we did with the fatha, dhamma, and kasra. We said that we did the exercise of ba, ta, tha, ja, ha, ba, ta, tha, ja, ha, just that much. B, ti, fi, ji, hi, like this. And bu, tu, thu, ju, hu. We just stretched for this much. But here we're doing so, su, si, right? That sounds twice to that, okay? Lo, lu, li, to, tu, li. If you're stretching the letters that are heavy, yeah, when you're stretching their sounds, that sound will be heavy as well. So when I say tu, so the sound is heavy all along. Tli, okay, wa, lu, li, okay, a, ru, ri. Okay, so that is the way you are supposed to do this whole exercise. Let me just do the last row and we will inshallah move to the exercise. This is ha, hu, he, a, u, e, ya, you, ye. Okay. Moving on to this exercise, okay, you should be noticing that how you are supposed to pay attention to the letters which are sakin. Specifically, obviously the letters are three, which is alif madda here, waw madda, ya madda. So in these examples, you do not see any sakin symbol on these letters here, okay? You do not see a sakin on top of these, so that does not mean that you will just kind of skip these letters here altogether. So the first one here is tarikun, tarikun. So I'm not saying tarikun, tari, tarikun. I'm not saying that. I'm saying tarikun. Ta is stretched for two counts here. Tarikun. Okay, the next one is quturan, quturan. Here we have a waw madda, which means that waw has a sakin, and on the previous letter there is a dhamma, which looks alike like waw, right? The waw and the dhamma symbol, they are just like similar in the way they are written. So quturan, quturan. Okay, here alif madda, alif sakin, and on the previous letter there was a fatha on ta. The next one here is fatilan, fati, fa sound for just one count, fatilan, fatilan, right? So the next one is sabitun, sabitun, sa is stretched again, sabi, sabitun because of alif madda here. The next one here is huban. There is waw madda here. Hu, huban. The next one here is nabatan, nabatan. The ba here is stretched because of alif madda here. The next one is buron, buron. Again, I'm just alternatively saying the incorrect way as well, so that you can see the difference that it makes. So this is buron, right? Buron. This isn't buron, buran, right? The sound of boo is extended because of waw madda here. Buron. Mubinun, mu, B is for two counts. B, why? Because of ya madda, which says ya with a sakin, and on the previous letter there is supposed to be a kasra, which is here below the ba letter. So we say mubinun, binun, right? Ujabun, alif madda. Ju'in, ju'in, waw madda. Ajibun, ya madda. Hajizan, hajizan, alif madda. Wadudun, du, waw madda. Wadudun, shadidun, didun, ya madda in didun. Lamathubatun, lama, lama for just one count. Lama, thu, thu for two counts because of waw madda. Lamathubatun, athimin, a for one count, a, and thi for two counts because of ya madda. Athimin, khatama, khatama, kha is stretched for two counts because of alif madda. Khatama, fakhurun, fakhurun, khu is stretched for two counts because of waw madda. And khifatan, khifatan, ya madda in khi. And danin, da for two counts, alif madda here. Danin. Okay, so the remaining part of this exercise you are supposed to, inshallah, practice on your own as well. And again, you can just send me your audio for that if you want to, inshallah. So the next topic we will move onwards to is lean letters, which is, inshallah, very, very easy topic, okay? Which is very easy, inshallah. So the lean letters, I would just simply, because a lot of, new terms might be coming for, or like might be there for you, and you will have to just remember the mean and sakin and everything. So for lean letters, lean means softly and, gently, or you can say in a relaxed way, or anything you want to say. I would just, like to mention in ayah from Quran where this, lean word is used in Surah Taha, verse number 44, when, there is this story of Prophet Moses and Harun is there, and the story of Prophet is mentioned there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions that فَقُولَا لَهُ قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Prophet Moses alayhi salam and Prophet Harun alayhi salam to go to the Pharaoh and say to him, you talk to him in a gentle way, in a mild way. So there, this layyina word is used there, okay? So in order to remember the meaning of this word lean, which is softly and gently, so you can just remember this, a reference for that matter, that it is told that it was told to the prophets that go to the Pharaoh and speak to him in a gentle and mild way, in a soft manner with him. So the lean letters are the soft letters. We just say them in a very relaxed way, and just going with the flow, you can say. So let's see which are these letters. These are two letters. There is a ya lean and waw lean. Okay. So earlier we have discussed the letters of elongation, which were the mud letters. Okay, the madda, al harufe madda. So they were three in number. They had something to do with, first of all, sakin. They had something to do with sakin, and they had something to do with the three letters, which was alif, waw, and ya. So in case of lean letters, they again have something to do with sakin. You will inshallah see. But in this case, these are just two in number. There isn't alif here. Okay, these are just waw and ya letter. So waw lean and ya lean. Lean letters I mentioned softly, gently, mildly, lightly, or you can say in a relaxed manner, easy manner, whatever you want to say. Lean just means that there are two of these. And what is the case with these letters? Let's see. So the wow lean, we say the wow in a gentle, in this manner. We makes the wow lean when wow has a sakin, I said that this has again something to do with sakin. So waw has a sakin and the ya will also have a sakin. Just the way the three letters of alif, waw, and ya were sakin in the letters of elongation. So the difference here is that for waw sakin, we have a fatha, and for ya sakin, before that on the previous letter, there is supposed to be a fatha. So you can just simply say that before the lean letters of ya and waw, there is, they both are supposed to have a sakin, and on the previous letter to these two, the letter should have a fatha on top of it. So this is the just very easy way to remember these, right? Whenever there is a waw sakin or ya sakin, and on the previous letter there is a fatha. So that is, when we will do the waw and ya lean. Okay, so the difference with the previous topic that we have covered is that for the previous topic, for the waw sakin, there was dhamma for waw madda, right? There was a dhamma. I mentioned that. You can remember that the waw and the dhamma look alike. So on that case, in that case, there will be a waw madda. But here, there's a fatha. In the previous ya madda that we discussed, ya was sakin there as well, but there was a kasra there because the kasra sound and ya sound are little similar, you can say, okay? But here there is a fatha here as well. Let's see the example here. Low, low. So here you see a waw sakin, and on the previous letter of lam there is a fatha. So we just say, the sound of the lam letter with a fatha is la, la, and we just simply kind of shift to the waw. You simply just join the waw sakin with it in a very soft, easy manner, nothing, nothing difficult for you. So we say low. From the lam sound we just move on to the waw sound and say low, low, right? We just do this. So you're not supposed to just confuse this by saying this is like lu. This is not lu. There isn't any dhamma on lam letter. So we say low. Okay, so the next one is tay, tay. There is a ya sakin, and on the previous letter of ta, there is a fatha. So we move from the ta sound to the ya sound and say tai. And we do not, make a mistake by saying ti. Okay, this is not ti. This is not madda happening here. This is tai, tai, right? Low and tai. Okay. Let's do this one, inshallah. I will just, do this a bit quickly, which is bow, bay, and tau, tai. You see the two examples with each letter, right? For example, with ba letter, we have two of these. Why? Because lean happens with only two letters of waw and ya. So we say bow and bay. First one is waw, lean happening. The second one is ya, lean happening. So tau, tay, thau, thay, jau, jay, how, hay, khow, khoy, dau, day, thou, they, row, roy, though, they. In all of these cases, I'm just, shifting the uh, uh, articulation from one letter to the other, right? From seen to wow. Shall, shall, and sorry, so, say. The next one is show, shay. The next one, so, soy, soy, right? We do not say su or si. That is so and soy. Low, loy, bow, boy, low, loy. Okay, so in the same manner, you are supposed to do this next portion of this one, and we can just move on to the exercise. So the first word here is bainaha. Okay, what we will do is that we will not only see the lean here, but we can just see the mud here as well. So in this example, okay, so in this example, you see a ya sakin. This ya with the sakin here in here. Bai, Bai. So let's see, before this ya sakin here, there is a fatha on the previous letter of ba. So this makes it a ya leen. Okay, this is ya leen, not ya madda. Okay, so bai sound shifting from ba to ya, and we say bai naha, naha. So na is just for work one count, but ha here is for two counts. Ha, bai naha, ha for two counts. Why? Because there is alif madda happening. Alif madda happening, which is alif has a sakin, and on the previous letter of ha there is a fatha. So that is why we stretch the ha sound, ha, for twice, for twice the counts, and say ha. So this is baynaha. The next one here is tawbatan. Tawbatan, shifting from ta sound to just wow sound, because there is wow lean happening, which means wow with a sakin, and on the previous letter there is a fatha, so we say taw. This is not tu, right? This isn't tu, so we say tawbatan. Ataita, ataita, shifting from this sound, and gently in a very easy manner. Tai, ataita, ataita, yeah, lean happening here. Najuta, najuta, na, one count, do for two counts, ta for one count. Najuta, wow, lean happening here, wow sakin, and previous to it on jim there is a fatha. So lean is ya sakin or wow sakin, both have a fatha before these. So this is like ya lean and wow lean. So the next one is najjaina, na for one counts, nad joining with the jim because of this W sort of symbol, which is the symbol of tashdid. So we double the sound of this symbol by joining it with the previous letter for once, right? So we say nudge, nudge one time, and the sound of ja, again repeating the sound of ja. So we say this like joining noon with jim first, and then jim sound with a fatha. So this is the two step for tashdid here. So najja, najja, and then there is a yaleen. So we say najjayna, najjayna. So here at the end there is alif madda, just the way it was in baynaha. Again here na at the end, so it's alif madda, which means that alif has a sakin, and on the previous letter there is a fatha. So we stretch this for two counts. The na here. Hayrana, hayrana. So you see the role of these maddas and leans. The first one here is ya lean. The second stretch here is kind of for alif madda, right? So you see that even though the two letters of ya and alif are sakin here, the ya is sakin, alif is sakin. On ya, the symbol of sakin is specifically mentioned, but in case of alif here, it isn't mentioned. But both are sakin, but one is with lean and the other one is madda. So we say hay, lean here, hay, and rona, rona, ra is stretched, so which is alif madda. Khawfun, khawfun, how here is wow lean happening. Khawfun, khayrun, khayrun, yeah lean. Khayrun, ghaduta, ghaduta, gha for one count, do for sorry, very sorry. Ghadawta, غضوت. So you saw that this is how the mistake happens. Just the way I made a mistake right now with regards to this mud and lean. So that is why these are important. So I just said غدوت. This is not do here, right? This is غدوت. Dauta, dau. This is lean. The sound will just shift kind of. Dau. We in lean we kind of shift. We kind of attach the sound of the next letter. But in case of madda, we stretch the sound. That is the difference between these two as well. غدوت in this badainin, badainin. So again from dal to ya, badainin, ya lean happening here. Yarawna, yaraw, raw, lean of wow. Yarawna Qurayshin. Qu for one count. Roy from raw to ya. Royshin. Ya lean happening here, which means ya with a sakin, and previous to it there is a fatha on the previous letter. So Qurayshin zawjan, zawjan, زيغ ز and ya زيغ زيغ سوف سو سو سوف لشوبا لشوبا شيبة شيبة صوما صوما صا and wow صو. The sound will be fatha starting with the fathas here, right? Shaw, because there is a fatha. So in all of the cases you will see a fatha before the sakin of either waw or ya. Okay, so here again, from a, sorry, a soita, a soita, tarda, the, this is the, and then wow. ترضوا ضون طوعا طوعا طيرا فرعون عين عين غورا. Gha sound, first of all, a fatha with a ghain, gha sound, and then shifting to waw, غورا. Okay, so this is the way you say, you articulate the lean. And yes, you're supposed to just have you look for these lean and madda letters in Quran as well. Okay, you can just look at these so that you have a practice of these in the Quran as well. For the madda letters, you will have to look for the three letters of alif, waw, and ya, and obviously you will have to see these three with the sakin on top of these, and on the previous letters it will depend that for alif madda you will look for the fatha before it. For ya madda, you will have to look for the kasra before ya sakin, and for waw madda, you will have to see a dhamma before waw sakin. So you will look for these three things as well in with regards to the letters of elongation, and for the lean letters of waw and ya, you will look for the both with a sakin on top of these, and previous to these you will look for a fatha. So that was a bit of a summary of the lesson. You are supposed to practice inshallah on your own as well. Thank you for for your patience and listening to the lessons till the end as well. And also, I just forgot to again on the recording from the start of the lesson. So I would just request the sisters that if you see that there isn't any recording going on, and I've just started, doing the lesson and everything, you can just, kindly mention that thing in the chat as well. Okay. So, and that will be a big help, inshallah. So, ending the session with the dua. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And before just ending the recording, if you have any query, you can ask, or I will just end the session inshallah.